Hi there, this is Kelly from Moonbean Gems Tarot, and we're going to be doing a spread for the Sagittarius new moon that is happening tomorrow, or hopefully when you see this today. I meant to record this a lot sooner, however, it's been pretty crazy during this eclipse season in terms of energy for me. It's been like, and I'm pretty sure you're feeling it as well. My energy levels have been pretty low, and I've been working a lot and just trying to keep up with everything. So I had to take some time for myself the last few days. So here we are. But anyway, hopefully you are also taking part in self-care practices and rituals as well. This is, again, for the new moon, I believe. I think I said new moon. I'm pretty sure I said new moon. We had the full moon, and that was the first lunar eclipse during this season here. And now we're having a solar eclipse happening on this new moon, right? So it's a lot of intense energy for sure. And I'm just seeing this as like very intense masculine and feminine energy, which is why you could be feeling exhausted, and why rest is definitely needed. Okay, so I think how I'm going to do it is we're just going to read like this because I think it's easier. So I haven't shuffled, okay? I haven't pre-shuffled anything. I'm just going to read the way I would on Instagram or on Facebook. Generally for my lives, I will be showing the cards, so don't worry, for those of you who are interested in that. But yeah, I'm just going to read. See what happens. Okay, so let's get going on that. So we are doing this new moon spread for this Sagittarius new moon. So let's see. All right, so new moons typically bring energy of, for some, starting something new, right? New beginnings. For some of you who are already working on something, this is going back and just kind of updating it or reflecting, or just to not to up, well, yeah, it is update, upgrade, all that. But again, it's just to modify things, right? So if this is you starting your own business, or a project of some sort with someone, or you're just on your own, this is revisiting whatever it is that, looking at your accomplishments from the last cycle, right, of new moon to full moon, and, you know, looking at everything, like, and really breaking it down, like, what do I need to continue to do? What do I need to work on? What do I need to add? Whatever it is, right? And then, or it's really, it's if you've got something new, then you're starting something new. And there's a lot of that kind of energy happening. I've been getting a lot of like messages about babies. So if that means anything to anybody, like babies. I know a lot of people are going through this baby fever. Okay, and I think the holidays kind of bring that up for some people, right? It's like a trigger for some people, definitely. So that's happening. So if you're not wanting to take part in baby making, then take precautions, because the holidays tend to bring lots of children born in the month of September. So let's just leave it at that. All right, what we're gonna look at, I'm gonna be using the Moonology Oracle, okay, for your first card. We're just gonna look at what are you searching for? What is it that, you know, what do you, we gotta keep, you know, really, there's a lot of you, could be anything. So what are we doing this new moon, right? What is it that you're looking for? What is it that you're, right? There could be a lot of us already have been working on something. I feel like there's a bunch of new individuals coming into this awakening of this collective, right? And so it's for the new group and it's for the old group. So we got hold your vision, fixed moon, hold your vision. And I did mention that about like revisiting things and really looking, don't move forward, just kind of go back, look at stuff, but stay in that spot for the moment. Okay. But it still has that energy of picturing, right? It's like if you want to manifest something, you've got to really hold that image in your mind and make it happen, right? Yeah, so let's find out. So we're looking at hold your vision, fixed moon. And really, this is just like working on, if there is something that you want to start, a good way to do it is to, during this new moon, is to write it all out, plan it all out, right? What is it that you want? And then what do you need to do to get there, right? What are some goals that you need to achieve? Or what are some steps that you need to put in place? Right? Who are some people you need to talk to? That kind of thing. Like, go for it. Do that. Get it all out there where it's visible, and like it also becomes real, right? There is strength in words, and having things written out puts it out there in the 3D. One step closer to like actually manifesting it out in the real world. And for some reason, I'm having the most challenging time finding this card, and I've seen it before, so I know it's here. And but it should be here. Here we go, found it. So hold your vision, fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different. Interpretation is that something is stuck. Okay, that could well be referring to a situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward, right? It's kind of what I was saying. Like if it's a business thing, it could be love, you know. I don't want to go down that road all the time, but right? Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop being stubborn. Right? Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break the deadlock. Sometimes that's all it takes. Somebody be the bigger person, right? With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection, okay? So some additional things to think about in regards to this card would be try to avoid stagnation, right? Yes, hold your vision, hold your spot, but that has, like, it doesn't mean stop what you're doing, stop working on whatever it is completely, right? This has either, whether it's personal or a professional relationship, will be enduring. So this is going to last. So if you are planning some sort of business and you are doing, like, it's a partnership, like your collaboration of sorts, this is going to last. Again, you got to put in the work though, right? So there you go. And that's for hold your vision, fixed moon, okay? And what you are searching for. So maybe that's, again, an answer that you were wanting to know whether or not something was going to work out, whether it's a relationship or a business, collaboration, right? So I'm going to be using Vice Versa Tarot, or the deck, yeah, for the rest, I guess, going forward in this reading. So next we're going to kind of look at what have you left behind, or yeah, what have you left behind in this search? So during your journey, or during this search for these answers, whether or not you should move forward in this business venture or relationship or situation, whatever it is for you, okay? Yeah, what have you left behind on that, in that search, or on that search, or however you want to put it? All right. So what have you left behind in that search? Magician. It's from behind, so it's the back. This is the front. This is behind. Okay, which is interesting. It's like, what have you left behind? Well, let's look behind the scenes. So for some of you, you're leaving behind this, almost this sense of like secrecy. And for some of you, if this is in regards to a relationship, maybe you were keeping quiet about something, or about the relationship, or if this is in regards to a business, maybe, like, or a partnership, again, like you were keeping things hush hush, keeping things quiet. For others of you, this is now moving forward and actually manifesting things. Whereas before, it's like maybe you were talking about it, but it wasn't, you weren't putting things into practice just yet. It was just, we were just getting started. But again, for others of you, maybe that you were doing this quietly, moving quietly. Okay, and that's what you left behind. So moving in secrecy. For some of you, if this is in regards to a relationship, I feel like someone here feels like there's communication maybe being withheld. Something is being withheld. Information is being withheld. And again, I feel like this magician is doing things in secrecy, right? He's not being forthcoming with what he's manifesting or what he's working on. And whatever, you know, I've always heard that not everybody is has your best interest out, you know, at heart. Not everybody, right? So sometimes it's best to just keep tight-lipped when you're trying to manifest things, because jealousy can do doozy, right? Some people don't even realize that they are affecting others that way, right? Negatively. So, and it may not even be their fault, really. Okay, so next we're going to be talking about what am I not communicating, or sorry, yeah, what am I not communicating, which is interesting because again, clearly there's something being withheld here, and it could be everything. It could be communication, it could be, and it's tied to this hold your vision, right? Because just because he looks like he's not doing anything doesn't mean he's not doing anything, right? Remember what I said, go back and like look at things and really try to adapt, modify, whatever it is. And for some of you, that's what you're kind of doing, is trying to figure things out. If this is in regards to that business partnership. For others of you, if this is in regards to a relationship, I feel like for some of you, I really do feel like there is this distance, okay? Your separation as well, okay? Not together. I feel like somebody's waiting on communication. But anyway, okay, what am I not communicating? Or sorry, not communicating. What am I not committing to? Yes. What am I not committing to? Because what you're not is communicating. So what are you not committing to? Maybe it's this person. Maybe it's this career, right? Well, we have 5 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups this is the reverse, and this is the front of the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so clearly there's somebody here who in the relationship, or again, wants to be in this relationship, and then there's the other person who's in and out. There could have been with this 5 of Pentacles, right, there's a situation of feeling left out, feeling left behind. Maybe like I said, there is this distance, right? Like someone alone. Just this distance, like I'm just somebody. And now someone's just feeling alone, unwanted. For others of you, this just speaks to to you not pursuing this, for those of you who are not, who may not be put, like, how do I put this? There is a group of you who have to continue to do the mundane. You have to continue to go to, like, maybe you have a full-time job, or maybe you have a part-time job or something, right? So you're not putting all of your energy or focus into whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, okay? It may not be the best job, but you need to do it. You need to do it, because that's where you, right now, this, if that's where your finances are coming from, then that's where it's coming from, right? And again, this is not for everybody. I do feel like some of you, there's also this, so some of you may not be committed to putting in the work there. And again, it's your finances are what's holding you back, really. And it could just be in your own mind, like it's your own fears. The Three of Cups. And it's interesting because we've got this feeling of alone, and then feeling of, normally three, right? Like they're celebrations. This is reunions. This is that feel-good card, right? She's alone in the dark right now. There could be someone here who's committed to being committed to, like, there's a lot of water pouring out of there, right? That's a lot of love. And I feel like it's divine love. Like I'm just sensing, like, and then again with the church windows, the stained glass windows kind of thing. And I just, on the back, all I'm seeing is doves flying around, right? This is the front face, this is the back. But I'm just seeing, like, healing could also be what you're committed to. Healing during this new moon. So for some of you, maybe you're healing from this relationship or from something that didn't work out for you, right? Right? Maybe you took part in a full moon ritual recently, right? So you purged. We just came out of that energy, right? So we've been purging and getting rid of negative, whether it's emotions or it's ways of thinking or it's people even, right? Like we're just purging. We're getting rid of this. There's a lot of endings taking place too at that, right? It's the end of the year. During full moons, it's releasing, right? So again, endings. And then now with this new moon, I feel like it's this emptying and filling. For some of you, this is also looking at your spirituality in a completely different way. Okay, maybe at some point it was more of that organized religion, and now we're moving towards more of this independent. And I want to say this because, again, how you practice shouldn't be like, nobody should be telling you what you need, how you should practice or how you should pray. Like, excuse me, right? So I feel like you're seeing that and you're realizing that it's more individualized because it's personal, and how your connection to God, right, and to source, that's personal. It's, no one can tell you how your connection has to be. So we're going to look at the last card, which is what have you been too careless about? Okay, so what have I been too careless, or we been too careless about? Tower. Changes, right? The Tower brings about, sure, can be unwanted. Like, this is terrifying. Right? Not so much here. This is more so realizing that this change was necessary, that it brings growth, renewal. There's also this sense of duality in these cards, and I'm just looking at this now. So I'm going to start off with the moon, half moon there, pretty much. Almost. A little bit. So it's just the high, right? So there's that. There's the as above, so below. There's the whole masculine, feminine energies here, but even beyond that, like I was saying, right, the organized religion and more of that spiritual, right? Or I could go even further of like the indoors, right? The structured walls versus the out in the open in nature. There's a lot of like this duality or like reversed, okay? And then again, there's almost like Sphinx type structured statue things there, right? So there could be changes or things that are happening in your reality, okay? Because again, you're manifesting this shit. You're keeping quiet about things. But I feel like certain things, certain things are not, like I said, there's the whole, for some of you, you need to keep it tight-lipped for a little bit. For others of you, I feel like there's also this energy of almost like I feel like this person's asking, this person's giving. Again, the duality, right? The difference, which is interesting. Maybe, and again, that has to do with what you left behind in your search. So for some of you, due to, maybe it's something from your past, right? They feel like you're having to give up. For some of you, you've given up a love, somebody you cared about. Again, it could be relationship wasn't working, right? Maybe you felt abandoned by this person, or maybe this person walked out. Again, there's so much going on, right? There's like a huge collective of us, and the energy is pretty intense. It's got you down for some, definitely. Okay, so for others of it, there's things being done in secrecy. Offers being made. Maybe some of you are witches or follow the esoteric, right? If you're watching this, you might be into that, right? So nothing wrong with that, you know? Absolutely not. I know I do myself. So there's definitely offerings being made here for some. Maybe that's something you need to do, right? I just feel like there's a group of you who are starting to become committed to this goal or whatever it is that you are moving towards. Whereas there's a select group of you that may not be moving, but it looks like you're not moving. But it's not that you aren't. You're just thinking, right? There's a lot of, but don't think, like, honestly, like, there's just going back to this hold your vision, right? Of don't get too stagnant, right? Don't be sitting there getting down on yourself and not move forward when an opportunity, right? Change is going to happen. Change is, the tower's here. So something is definitely, if it hasn't happened recent, it's going to happen. Okay? And maybe for some of you, whatever it is that this symbolizes, like I said, there's definitely something that you're being careless about. And again, it could be in regards to, this could also be a third-party situation that happened at some point for some of you. Or just, again, if it's not like, and it does, third party doesn't necessarily mean a person who's, you know, like somebody is having an affair or whatever. Third party is anybody or anything that comes in between a partnership. Right? In order for this to be successful, you need to be putting in the work. Like I said, there's some of you who are still waiting on communication from those of you who are separated. All right, and hold your vision, right? Somebody's got to bend the knee. Somebody's got to like open up and I feel like somebody's just hoping and praying that the other person will reach out. For others of you, there's a reason why they can't reach out. Something has happened. Some sort of some info, something they received, some information, something definitely rocked a situation here, is going to. So yeah. It's going to look different for everybody, right? For some people, this is going to be in regards to work. For other people, this is going to be in regards to a marriage, right? Or a relationship, friendship, partnership, business deal, whatever it is. Okay? Anyways, let me know down below, okay, if any of this resonates. Okay? I'm curious. Again, just take care of yourself during this eclipse season. It's been crazy, and it's going to kind of linger for a little bit. So again, rest. But yeah, there's been some there's also in the next little while, like I know we have it is the solar like eclipse as well today, so, or tomorrow, whenever you want, depends on when you're watching this. But definitely it's gonna bring with it some, well, one fiery energy for sure, being that it is also Sagittarius season. So it's going to be intense. Enjoy. All right, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I do have a bunch of giveaways happening, so don't forget to comment below so that your name can go into a draw for you to win a free personal reading. Okay, and again, that's for the month of December. So any readings or any videos put out for the month of December, if you comment on them, your name automatically gets put into a draw. Okay, if you go back and rewatch November readings, your name can still be put into a draw. If nobody responds to me, then there's going to be another name selected. So again, you can always go back, rewatch those videos. The dates are just there for organizational purposes, right? So if the title connects with you, then definitely check it out, because there's probably some messages found in that reading, right? That being said, you can also go back and rewatch the full moon reading, or the last new moon reading. There's that I did. I believe I did. Yes, I did the Scorpio new moon reading as well. So you might want to go back and rewatch that, because I feel like some of you are still dealing with that scenario or that situation. So it may help you or benefit you in some sort of way, right? Again, it's all in divine timing. So it doesn't necessarily, you need to watch something based on its date, right? if you're guided to, then you're guided to. Anyway. But yeah, if you're interested in personal reading, I do have information in the description box below. Okay, all that info is there, as well as my contact info. So if you're have any questions, you can also message me on Instagram and on Facebook as well to book a personal reading. So yeah, don't hesitate. Okay, have a wonderful day, guys, and enjoy. Okay, many blessings.